What's good, guys? It's me. Yeah, you don't know my name. Because I never posted in my life. Yeah. So, today what we're talking about is how to get stronger in Anime Fighter Simulator Endless. I have put a lot of hours into this game. I checked a few days ago my playtime, like my weekly playtime. I was above 100 hours. That was kind of disappointing. About half of that time I was just AFK on my phone, just grinding stats, grinding quests. I'm currently on the 13th quest of Chopper. I also bought every game pass in the game. So yeah, if you're gonna try to spend money, let's start from that. Let's start from the money spending part. So if you're gonna do that, what I would start with is probably VIP. It's the best one. You get, so if you start a new account, you know, obviously you're gonna be at 0 power. Your sword quests are gonna be easy. You're gonna get easy money with the 200x sword, 1.5 times training. That's kind of a lot for a start. So that's gonna be a good help, and the 2 times yen. Definitely those two are 100% worth it. They're not that expensive. I'm actually surprised of how cheap these game passes are. You know, obviously these are kind of worth it, but you have other ways to gain those kind of bonuses, and we'll talk about that like in a few minutes. So yeah, if you have spare Robux, I would probably go for this one, since this is your simplest way of increasing the amount of stats you get besides champions. If you have a high budget, you just buy, well, not everything is needed, but I bought VIP first, 2 times yen next, 2 times tokens, and since high budget is a thing, I would go for all these or only these three. Just these three is very possible, since sword is only like a side thing, except for maybe the money from the quests. And for late game, which I am coming to right now, it just makes that you can go over the game's maximum multiplier, which is this right now, but because I have it, I can go beyond that. It's the most expensive one at, I think, 800 Robux, but yeah, if you get to that point at some point, so you have a lot of time until you have to buy that game pass. It's really worth it, because you can just keep grinding, use your money, use your yen, and just be faster than anyone else who doesn't have it. So yeah, from a game pass point, I'm just gonna show on screen what you should or could get depending on your budget. And if you're free to play, well, there's other ways to get things. It's just gonna cost more time. That's really all that is to it. If you don't spend the money, you have to spend the time. What helps you the most, stat wise, is these gacha powers. In the old game, those weren't a thing. Now they are, and I gotta say, they're insane. You instantly notice if your class goes up by 1 grade. It actually didn't take me long to get all these, to be fair. I grinded this for maximum 30 minutes, 20 minutes, maybe an hour. This took probably only like 45 minutes, but I was insanely lucky. I actually got that today. And this is just yen per minute, and stat. These 3 are the most important. These are the secondary most important. And this one's not important at all. You don't need it. So yeah, getting those classes up is the most important thing about gaining stats. Besides, of course, other things we will cover. Yeah, it's at those. Okay. It's at these little NPCs where you can roll. You need to kill the NPCs to roll for those classes. There's one right over here. Then there's, yeah, this is the one for Chikara. You don't need this one at all. Then there's one down in this cave. There's one here. I think this is for yen. Yeah, but this one's also kind of important. Then there's this one up here. And let me think. Oh, you're right. And then there is this one right here for stat gain. So yeah, you have to just grind these NPCs. These are the weakest. These only need 1k. It's like one of the earliest ones you can kill. Until the first time you have to leave spawn zone, you can basically already kill them, since they only take 1k damage. How to kill them is pretty simple. You can use different specials that are pretty easy to get. Depending on how this video does, I'm just gonna release video. Just throw it in the comments if you need a video on that. How to beat these guys, like how to be most efficient with killing these things. So yeah, there's these at the start. Then the next ones, let me think, are probably these guys. Yeah, at 1 million. Then there's these guys at 1 billion. Then there's... Actually, these are kind of useless, since this is only for Chikara. And Chikara, the most Chikara you gain is from codes. Then there's these guys for stat gain. That's the one up in the arena. And then there's these guys. You will actually take a while until you can even kill these ones. But they're for a yen increase, which mostly matters late game anyways. So until you get to that point, it's not that much of a big deal. Yeah, that's about it for classes. They're really important, especially these three. I suggest getting a high. I actually went with B, 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 A, because I was lucky. For a really long time, until I had high enough power, and I just said, okay, I'm just gonna grind these real quick and then continue on grinding stats. The next big point to grinding is champions. Champions is a really important thing. I've been lucky enough, after grinding for above 12 hours probably, getting Riru for my chakra. I did the quests from Chopper over here to get him as a champion, and for physical I use him at the moment. But to start out, you will have to join the group, like the game group, to enter codes. Those are your main way of getting Chikara, and for the beginning money, they will make it really easy to start out. And then I don't suggest spinning here at all. I would just skip that and instantly go right out here. You know, here's Giovanni. He's also going to give you quests. Very important that you do those for money in the beginning game. Obviously, you're going to do Boom quest, Reindeer quest, and his quests at the beginning. They're very important for getting money, progressing the game, getting abilities. But yeah, that's just common sense. The game's going to explain it to you. So yeah, when it comes to champions, you're gonna be here, and the ones you're gonna be looking for, from a realistic perspective, is those two, Kroll and Boo, because Boo does 70% chakra. That's really good until you get either Riru or anything more rare from either over there or here, which I don't even know if there's anything better chakra wise. I don't think so. And Kroll just does 95% strength, which is already pretty good, and 85% durability. It's really efficient if you think about it for a low budget. It's really easy to get Boo, since it's like a 30% chance. It's kind of hard to get Kroll, but compared to these three up here, which he's actually pretty bad, and those two are actually good, but getting those is like 1 in X chance. It's almost impossible. So yeah, those two I would go for. They're gonna make it so much easier, so much faster to get power, progress the game. Also dealing damage to grind these. In case you get Shunro, it's a really good thing. You're gonna need him to grind Rimuru. which would be this mini boss over here, though he's gonna be gone by like next week or something. So you have 1 more week to kill him and get the champion, which only has a 0.005% chance. So good luck with that. If you just started out the game, it's probably not gonna be possible for you to get it unless you spend incredible amounts of time and money. And then there's this boss over here, which personally I'm not gonna go for this champion. Yes, it's easy to get. Yes, I could grind this easily, but honestly I'd rather spend my time training stats, since what he does is just 140% physical and 140% durability and a bit of sword. I don't need that. It's not worth the time to just go up 45% strength. And for durability and sword, I have reindeer, so he's not really necessary. Rimuru on the other side is pretty necessary. 200% chakra is insane. I don't think that's the case with him. He's still good. Obviously, he's going to be one of the best for a while. But doesn't have as much impact as Rimuru has, for example. Yeah, that covers pretty much the biggest parts of gaining power fast. Really just getting the classes up as possible, getting the right game passes if you're getting game passes, and then champions. Really important. The rest is really just doing quests, grinding stats, but really doing quests is what's gonna do best for you. You gain hella money from it, so you can up your multipliers up here. You probably already know how it works. You should always probably balance it out. People tend to just go for one stat, like after finishing the quest, go for one stat and just keep training it to go on a leaderboard. But me personally, I don't see the sense of going on the leaderboard. It just looks cool, I guess. I could definitely do it once I have these 2 quests done. I could definitely go for the leaderboard, but I just don't see the sense in it. You don't get any rewards from it or anything. You're just there, you know. Get champions, do your quests, get these classes up as soon as possible. And yeah, you're gonna see yourself gaining power really fast. Getting 2 trillion is gonna be an easy job, honestly. The only thing you're gonna struggle with for a moment is the 500 billion quest, but otherwise you'll be completely fine. Until trillion, it's really easy. Quadrillion is still pretty easy, and then it's gonna just take time. It's just gonna take time. Good thing about this game, you have auto train now. You don't have to actually click your screen all the time to train anything, and you don't get auto kicked since it just rejoins you in the game, and the champion auto equips as well. It makes it so much more bearable to play the game. You just have to have the device running, basically. I do it on my phone a lot to to not explode my electricity bills, running the PC like 16 hours at once. But yeah, I gotta grind, bro, so I'm just gonna use my phone. Obviously, keep going to the next possible strongest spot you can go to. You know, when you reach a certain amount of stats, you can go to better areas, train it better. You can click this button down here. It just shows you where to go for your stats, you know, where to train it best: durability, chakra, physical, and speed. But yeah, unless editing me is gonna find something else, I can tell you. Yo, this is editing me. These are actually the codes I was talking about. You can find them in their Discord. It's linked right below the game, but in case you're too lazy for that, I'm just gonna slowly scroll down here. These should all be active right now, so this is it from my side. I hope this video does well, and if it doesn't, I'll never see you guys again. I'm disappearing forever. You're never gonna see me again. Otherwise, please just give me something in the comments. I'll do a video about it. I'll explain everything. I can explain everything about specials, how to beat the bosses the easiest, what stats to focus on. I can make tier lists, whatever. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it for you guys. Yeah. See you one day or never again.